In this video, we're going to talk about voicemail. How do you actually set up voicemail for the company and also the individual users? There's two levels of voicemails that you can do, and I'm going to show you how to do both on the platform. Now, before we accomplish this step, you're going to want to make sure that you've already accomplished the step of setting up a forwarding phone number. If you haven't done this step yet, be sure to go watch the how to add a phone number video that's on the support portal there and accomplish that step before diving in to the voicemail settings. That way you're not going to have any errors and we can actually use the phone number to test and so forth. Now, first things first, let's talk about the company-wide voicemail. To go ahead and edit this, you're going to go on the left-hand navigation panel and you're going to scroll down to settings. This is going to take you over to the company data section. And this is where you've got like your company name and email and main phone line. And we're going to scroll down this page and you're going to see this call and voicemail settings section. This is where we can add our voicemail file for the company-wide voicemail and also change a few settings on here, such as the incoming call timeout. Now, what that is as people call your main number, then what it's going to do is wait a specified amount of time on this bar between 0 and 20 seconds before it actually plays your voicemail that you upload here. So what you need to do is actually test your forwarding number, call that number that you set up, the phone number, and actually test and see how long it takes for your main line's voicemail to pick up. You want to know that in advance before setting the incoming call timeout, because otherwise you might have an issue where if your voicemail picks up at 20 seconds and you set yours up for the same amount of time, it could be playing two separate voicemails, and it's just kind of a weird situation. So what you want to do is to set the incoming call timeout for a couple of seconds less than the actual voicemail from your forwarded number. Once you've got that set up, now it's time to upload the actual file of your voicemail. If you don't have a recorder, you can just look online for MP3 recorder. There's plenty of websites out there that will allow you to record an MP3 file and download it right there on the web. It's really super simple. Just head over to one of those sites, record the audio of your voicemail, then save it, download the MP3 file. Once you've got that, click the upload button right here where it says upload MP3. And when you do that, you'll select the file from your computer, and then that will upload the file there. Once you've accomplished that step, click Save Call Settings, and now you have a voicemail set up for the company level. The next step is to set it up for your individual users. Let's say, for example, you have a sales team and you want to route the calls to the individual sales reps. So for example, if you've got sales guy Jimmy over here and he's been working a lead and then all of a sudden that lead calls the main line back, we want that call to go to Jimmy instead of the main line because it's not going to make sense. They're going to have to try to figure it out, right? So we can also set up a voicemail for your individual reps as well. If you click on My Staff right below Business Info, you're going to see all the team members that you have set up. Click on the Edit next to the team member that you want to edit the settings of. And when you do this, a sub-menu is going to come up. And this is where you can set up call and voicemail settings. So you can select the Twilio number that you want to adjust. And then just like we did with the company-wide voicemail, you can also change the incoming call timeout and upload an MP3 file. If you'll set this up now, when someone calls the main line, it'll route it to the individual user and record it on their actual voicemail.